Man, game was a lot tougher than what we wanted, but it's the type of game that you can use film footage of to show to the guys, good and bad, and grow from it, man. Every game isn't going to be perfect or pretty. I'll take the win for sure, but we worked on everything that we need to work on. Now we just got to get it right out on the court, man. I'm still proud of the energy that they're giving. We just got to be smarter and we got to rebound the ball better.
Danielle?
What was it like to see DJ kind of come out of the little slump that he's been in offensively tonight?
Yeah, DJ and I had a long talk yesterday, and we just, we believe so much in DJ. He's a guy that he's our most talented player for sure. Top to bottom with his athleticism, his speed, his scoring ability, his playmaking ability, and he showed all that tonight. And we're rooting for him because he works his butt off, and sometimes he puts a lot of pressure on himself. So I kind of calmed him down and just talked to him and went out on the court and kind of showed him some areas where he can get better scoring and how to play out of closeouts. And he did a great job. Even though he turned down some open looks, he got a better shot by going to the basket and laying the ball up, and I can respect him for that.
Terry?
Hey, what's up, Coach?
I was up there.
Hey, man, one of your biggest weaknesses in the past has been three-point defending. Was it something they did or something you can do to improve your three-point defense?
Man, we were pretty good at it last year, man, because we were attention to detail. We understand what the game plan is and who the most dangerous guys are. It's just once we started pressing, guys just forgot where the other guy, where the most dangerous was. They were going to double team guys that we didn't need to double team, and it was leaving three-point shooters wide open. So if you go into the game and you're playing reckless and you're leaving the wrong guys, then you're going to give up threes. In the second half, we did a better job.
Jason?
Hey, Penny, you guys were losing in the second half, and then the ball goes under the stands, and they can't get it, and they bring in the new ball, and you guys go on to outscore them 37-18. That was obviously a turning point. I mean, what changed? What was the big? It felt like the guys just caught fire after that.
It was obviously that basketball, Jason.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, that's definitely what it was, man. We should have put that in the first half. This game would have been much easier. The guys that started, like their lineup. We always try to talk about the most dangerous to least dangerous. We started making the ball find the least dangerous. We started paying more attention to the guys because they thought our guys, when they look at a game like this, Central Arkansas, they're thinking that it's just going to be easy because of the name, and they had no respect for those guys. And those guys came out and jumped on them. And as the game went on, I wasn't really worried. I figured that we were figured out. I knew that we were figured out, and once we figured it out, things started happening better for us.
Samaria?
Hey, Coach, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing fine.
What was your message to the guys at halftime?
Basically, to just play smarter. We understood who the hot guys were, and we were allowing the hot guys to beat us. And that's one of my pet peeves. You just don't let the hot guys beat you. I did it against Western Kentucky with Charles Bassey and those guys, and that'll never happen again. And then tonight in the first half, we just weren't paying enough attention to number 34 and number 1. And those were the guys on the team that were doing all the scoring. And in the second half, we did a much better job. But the halftime speech was to shut the top guys off and then make the ball find the non-players.
Mark?
Yeah, hey, Penny, did you guys receive an update about DeAndre Williams today? And then I'm just curious, you mentioned earlier in the week, what a difference you think he could make, specifically like with what I guess the various issues that you're going through. How do you think he would help if he's able to play this year?
First of all, I have to talk to compliance. I'm hoping that she's found something out for sure, that they've given us some type of news. And then secondly, DeAndre he's probably our best all-around player, honestly. He rebounds, he blocks shots, he makes plays, he can knock down threes. He's our toughest defender. I mean, he does everything. He really does. He brings a lot to the table for us. And when he's on the floor, then he's the point guard. He's the point forward, and he makes plays happen for everybody else.
So did you guys, there's reports out there that I guess the NCAA requested more information from you guys about that. Is that accurate?
Yeah, well, yeah, they did. I don't know what happened with that information, but gave them more information, but we're still waiting to see what they have to say about that. So, man, we're waiting, and I hear that there's going to be a rule passed. Hopefully the rule is passed by the 16th, where everybody's going to be eligible for this year to get him back out there. Whatever it is, we're definitely going to be welcoming him back. He is a difference maker.
Thanks.
Terry?
Hey, Coach, Jaden been playing well in spurts, and he had a really good game. And you even gave him the start to start the second half. Talk about his improvement and why you give him the start to start the second half this game.
Yeah, his improvement is because he stays in the gym every day. You know, he's a guy that plays with a chip on his shoulder, and he understands that being a coach's son, that it's a lot tougher. But he's not backing down. And you know, I've had to be more understanding that, you know, he's not just my son, but he's a good basketball player and he makes the right plays. And that's the reason why he started in the second half. He was in the plus section in the plus and minus department, and we needed that energy. We needed his playmaking, and we needed his passing ability as well. And he's not a guy that's going to get, you know, that's going to give up on the defense as easy as well. So he earned that to come into the second half and start, and he did a good job.
Jason?
What's the biggest, like what area has he improved in the most from last season to this season? Talking about Jaden, just feels like he's made, you know, multiple steps forward, you know, progression. So I'm curious to know from your perspective, like what his, like if you had to single one out, one area where he's improved the most.
Well, if I would say two, the first is his body. He's gotten way stronger and way bigger. So now he can take the physicality of the game. Because last year he was a little frail and he couldn't really do it. He got way bigger and more athletic. And then secondly, his confidence grew. You know, he came into the first practices and he started dominating from the first day to show the guys that he wasn't just going to back down because he was a coach's son, and all the guys on the team, you know, they respect him for that. And he does well every day in practice, and he's earned his minutes.
Last question, Danielle.
Penny, the rotations were cut down a lot tonight from Wednesday, it seems. And I know you had said after that game that, you know, you're trying to make a lot of subs to get your guys to play really hard and kind of exhaust themselves and come out. So, you know, what changed that tactic tonight? Why change it?
Being down 2 points and at halftime, and then looking at the plus minus department, we had some guys that were really deep in the hole in the plus minus department, and that team was going on a run every time they were on the floor. Had to put the guys out there that were in the positive and go from there. I mean, you just can't. There's no sympathy minutes. You got to earn everything that you get, and the guys that are out there obviously pushed the lead out, and we got a big win.
Coach, we appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.